Good Sunday, what is it now? Afternoon. Can you hear the bees over there? Ring, ding, 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 ding. Dirt and bikes and stuff and things. How's everybody going? It's, Sunday afternoonish. Guys got scooped out here a bit. Been a while since I did a shop and vehicle update. Where did I go? Oh, right here, Duncan. I got a question for some of you folks. Before we get into the pony car updates. Guys thinking about getting a snowmobile. It's been a hot minute. I haven't had one probably in, 12 years or more, something like that. There's a fella down the road here. He does a bunch of maintenance on him. He actually does deer processing as well. Stopped down this morning and looked at a 2006 Yamaha Vector 4-stroker. I can get a 2-up seat, get the little sissy bar thing for the wife, because I got another buddy of mine who has, he's got a place way up north that they're going to rent for the entire season. So maybe me, the wife and I can scoot up there and just spend the weekend, do some riding or whatever. We're trying to figure out something to do. And according to the thems and theys, the El Nino winter or whatever, we're supposed to get some snow this year. So I was thinking, I know some of you Canadians, you guys got the sleds all the time. If any of y'all got one or know if somebody had one or whatever, can you let a guy know, they good, whatever. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos. The 4-stroke seems to be pretty, I wouldn't call it bulletproof, but it's way less than a hand grenade with a pin pulled out like a 2-stroke is. All you got to do is change the oil once a year. I mean, basically it's a 3-cylinder 4-stroke Yamaha, damn near might better be a cross rocket motor, I guess. But, it's in really good shape. Nice looking sled. I think it's only got maybe 3,000 miles on it or something like that. But thinking about doing that just for me and the wife. Another project. Not really project because it runs and rides, but another something for a guy to spend money on. But I think it'd be fun. But so that being said, let me spin y'all, get you an update on the pony car. So motor and transmission. Let me get the plastic out of the way here. Motor and transmission is actually in Permanente, finally. Got the right headers for it. Still got to send those back to Summit. Those guys are awesome, by the way. If any of you guys deal with, any of you guys got hot rods or whatever, I bought the wrong headers. And the driver's side collector was literally pointed right at the corner of the block. This is a 95 Mustang GT motor. And I'd ordered... must be like a 93 or older set of headers. So, I don't know if you can see it down there. There's a little ear that hangs out with the transmission, the bell housing, and all that. Wasn't good. So, I called them up literally 8:30 at night during the middle of the week. Told them what I had going on. So, basically, they charged me $20, sent me the right headers, and all I got to do is get the shipping labels back from them and send those guys back, and we're KO. Did have the rear end in. Went to try to mount my fancy QA1 shocks, and nope. What do they call this? The AJE rear subframe, which I welded in there probably, 3-4 years ago. Well, come to find out, that was wrong. And I cut it out, tried to make it work again, forget about it. Had to order up a new one. Hopefully this one fits. And hopefully, as well, I get it in the right spot because, as you can see, no directions. Shocker. There's one YouTube video, way over there, from about 11 years ago that has the owner of AJE putting one in basically a brand new 65 Mustang Fastback, and all their holes were pre-drilled, those TV show shits or whatever. Those of you that are not on the InstaFace, guy got the interior painted up. I got my doors covered up because I can't wait for that day to put windows and that's gonna be murder. And then those of you that know about Mustangs, there's usually like a big fin up here and they got this big chunky dash pad. This is, believe it or not, when these first came out, a lot of Falcon parts around these things. They're like a Falcon twin, other than the body is obviously different. So this is basically a Falcon dash. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some 1/4-inch foam and some nice black vinyl material, and we're going to put it on top of here. Obviously, I'll cut that out, put that in. So that way the dash isn't, right in some guy's face and looking kind of stupid. Got my seats, my racing seats, you know, straight from China. But, man, they're comfy and they look dope as hell. Keeping the plastic on, though, obviously, because I don't want no problems. Transmission, had to cut a little bit more extra hole in there. Got that done deal. Ordered a really cool shifter. Nope, doesn't fit. Figures, shocker there. Great, perfect. Had to pull the spindles off because with this setup, I had to get a special set of outer tie rods. I'll show you these fellers. Race car stuff, you know, Heimsen joints for the bump steer. I guess you'll get some bump steer with this because that's a brand new rack for a 93 Fox body. But in the destructions in those, you got to drill a 5/8 hole to fit the bolt down in there. Well, the best of me, my dad could probably come up with was somebody probably heated him up to get the ball joints out back in the day and harden that shit so damn hard. Where are they? Here's some drill bits I borrowed from a buddy of mine. You know, this big sharp fluted thing, you know, soaking it with the WD. I think I bought 2 of these, whatever. Wouldn't even touch it. Wouldn't even come close. It'd just sit there and laugh at you. So I gave them to my dad. He's dropping them off at a machine shop for me, hopefully tomorrow. And hopefully those guys can just punch those out for me and get them back. Once that's on and I can get those tie rods in and then semi-half-ass get, you know, steering wheel. I got an I Did It steering column. A guy just put in with my steering wheel. You know, semi Mustang grain. It wasn't like a $380 actual Mustang steering wheel. This one's probably a freaking Jungle website special. But, you know, it fits and it's affordable. But I got it, you know, I spent some money on the steering column and all the steering parts because that's kind of important. You know, you don't want to be, you know, beating on things, which is what this car is basically being built for, and then not be able to steer. That was a bad day. So I got the old tilt column on it too, which would be handy. But so once I get those spindles back, I can get those on there, get it half-ass lined up. And then, you know, obviously I'll have the double D with my U-joints in there. Get that in there, put the header in there, and then put the master back in. And possibly, I think I got to get new calipers. This one over here, when I took it off the 95, was rough. Like the inside pad was down to the rivets. The outside pad had about 3/16 on it. It leaked. You know, they're original from a 95. So I might pick up new calipers and pads. The rear end is actually pretty good. Those, you know, other than the kid, I call it a kid because it was a kid. Other than the kid spray painted them red, you know, because they want to look like, you know, like the Bear brakes or whatever. They're not. They're stock Mustang, you know, but the pads are in good shape. I just got to disco those park and brake cables. Because right now, the park and brake is like, you know, it's on. So I got to disco that. And then hopefully, like I said earlier, hopefully I can get that and those in there. And then all I got to do is connect. I got to get a rubber line for the brake lines. I got to replace on this guy and plumb it into the hard line that I got going back there. That's all brand new. And then a guy could actually, maybe, possibly, fingers crossed, bleed the brakes and actually have brakes on a car that I've owned for 5 years that's basically looked like this since I got it. It's been a shell. I got a bunch of shit on here, but the gas tank's in, brand new gas tank. Got the battery box mounted right there. That's pretty dope. You know, centered weight distribution stuff and things. I ordered a really gorgeous dress-up kit for the front of the motor because when I ordered my master cylinder from the Evil Bay, as my guy calls it, I ordered a black one and it came chrome. So we're embracing the chrome, obviously. So, you know, valve covers. So I want to get some nice shiny bits out here. Ordered the wrong one because like I told you before, this is a 95 GT. I must have gotten one off the Evil Bay for, I don't know, a 93 or whatever. And yeah, not even close to fitting. So again, call up my fellers at Summit. Tell them, hey, this is what I got. This is what it's going in. This is what I want. Ding dang whistle bark. Speak to me goose. And so brand new alternator with the bracket. Brand new power steering pump. which is like the GM style. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Style of water pump, chrome, because chrome don't get you home, but it get you laid. And all the nice chrome or billet bracketry to hold all that shit on. $1,800 plus. Yeah, that's a little expensive. But, you know, a guy's trying to make the engine compartment on this thing look nice. Same with the interior. The outside, at some point, you know, I'm going to have my one of my buddies probably finish the body work and just get it in primer for me. And I just plan on beating the shit out of it. It's just going to be, everyone's going to know, at least in the neighborhood, especially farmer up yonder, is going to know when this car is done and is on the road. I mean, yep, there goes Jimmy. Here comes Jimmy. Yes, you know, it's going to be loud, just all the above. Because that's what I'm building it for. Just to literally beat on and go have fun. Hopefully not get in too much trouble. Maybe, you know, if a guy's wallet willing. There's a deal here in upstate New York, communist New York. You can go up to Watkins Glen and run around the racetrack for a couple $100. That would be fun. Definitely going to take it to the drag strip. You know, I'll teach the wife how to run Butch. Of course, she knows how to drive stick, so she'd even drive the car. We'll take them both. I don't care. So, still fingers crossed, hoping that by springtime, this thing will be, you know, running and moving and driving. And then I got, you know, monkey around with the glass and, oh boy. I don't know how, you know, you guys or might be me or may not be familiar with Mustang glass, but it's a pain in the ass. Because there's a gasket and you got to use, you know, cockabilly shit or whatever. And I don't know if I'm going to put the trim back on. Because I've already, some of you may or may not have paid attention. This isn't the problem with having YouTube. I did this, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. I cut the drip rails off and trying to get this nice and sharp and smooth. There's a big old dent up here. I'm done doing body work. I can't stand it. I hate it. I did put these quarters on, though. I mean, that turned out pretty slick. But, so yeah, trying to get the windows and stuff to go up. Not like I'm planning on driving this thing in the rain, because I took the windshield wiper motor and bracketry out from underneath the dash, because at one point I was going to try to hang the 95 pedals in there. Couldn't make those work because they all shake hands with the master. The 95 master was too big to fit in there. You know how it is. Anytime you monkey, you deviate from stock, it's 2 steps forward and 18 steps back, especially when you're transplanting something from something into something, and you're buying aftermarket parts that are supposed to fit and ding dang and, hot rods. It's fun. It's an expensive hobby, gives a guy something to do. I wouldn't say it keeps me out of trouble because I spend money on it. Don't tell the wife, but sometimes a lot of money. But that's, there's the pony update. Butch is out in the pole barn right now. I'm going to have to, at some point, I still haven't really decided to put him away yet. I mean, here it is, middle of October. It's a dreary, cool, slightly raining. I see farmers not out cutting today. My privacy fence is gone, though. Dang it. That sucks. But at any rate, I think I'm going to probably wait till, like November. Then I'm going to stash them over in the lean-to. I have a fuel cutoff on it. Here, I'll show you. Let's go for a walk. I'll show you. There's a fuel shutoff that I put on it. And there's a battery cutoff, which I think some of you might already seen or whatever. Put in a kind of a neat spot. But, because obviously, this thing needs to be able to hook up to that thing at some point this winter. So, old Butchie is going to have to go over there in the lean-to, and hopefully the squirrels and shit leave him the fuck alone. But I got one of these here, Jungle website, shutting off switches right there. Because up here in communist New York, we got that ethanol fuel bullshit. So what I'll do is I'll get them, good and warmed up. Take it for a rip maybe or not. And then we're going to back it in over here in the lean-to, which is just enough room. Get his nose up out of the way. So that when a guy comes by with a snow plowing apparatus, we don't have any issues. And then I'll just shut that fuel off and just let him run until he dies. And then I got the old battery. Yep, the old it's on there. There we go. Battery kill switch, and then might tarp it. I mean, shit. I mean, look at it. Fucking squirrels in here, whatever. Rats. I don't know what the hell I got in here. Mustang back seats up there. Been sitting up there for about 3 years. I can't wait to pull that damn thing out. That should be real beautiful. Not so much. So there's winter plan, fall plans, stuff and things. Work's going good. Last week was miserable. We got over it. Got it figured out. It's like life. Owning your own business and life. You got peaks. You got valleys. And then mix in all the bullshit that's going on in the world, and gets just eating on people's. Hence why I'm thinking about picking up the sled. Wife and I had a long conversation last night. Trying to, we've been just stagnant and just sitting around because everything's miserable. You know what I mean? So it's like, what, we need to fucking get out and start living a little bit. Doing some stuff. I took her to drag races with Butch there last summer. A couple months ago. She had fun there. So we need to get out and start doing some more stuff and things. And wintertime, y'all know wintertime sucks because what are you gonna do? So hopefully the weatherman's not lying and we do get enough snow so we can do some riding. Because literally, I'll show you, in Farmer's Field across the road here, right over, that big ass field there is like one of the main snowmobile trails that run all over the county and shit. We can jump on that and get missing all day if we wanted. Run down to the local gas station and where the Dunkin' Donuts is at. All the above. We really don't have to go. Go across the road. That's it. Perfect. Or like I was saying earlier, a buddy of mine's got a place up north. We might, ride up there for the weekend and have some fun or whatever. So that's, rainy day Sunday. Let me shut that door down before I forget. Rainy day Sunday project update. I'm supposed to get spindles, blades, and a belt delivered for the lawn cutting apparatus because I might have to do that one last time because the blades and the spindles are shot. So more projects, great. That one's a have to do project, not a let's have fun project. But I appreciate you all watching and all the comments and all that. And like I said earlier, some of you Canadians or even some American folks, whoever, if any of you guys know of or have one, Yamaha Vector 4-stroke, let that guy know down the frick-frack box what y'all think of it. I'm not big on, I don't want to be wrenching on it. I want to ride it. So I appreciate y'all. We'll talk to you real soon. We'll see you.